Hello, Primal Diet community. My name is Kat Gockman. I'm calling in today from Sarasota, Florida, and I've been on the Primal Diet just under 2 years, so I'm still quite the newbie, but I've benefited tremendously from Agenus Vonderplanet's work. And I'm joined today by Mr. Jim Ellingson, and he was actually fundamental in the creation of the Primal Diet website. He worked closely with Agenus as his right-hand man in a lot of ways, and we're just going to talk to him today about his experience with Agenus and honor him for really leaving this legacy behind. So thank you, Jim, for being here.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Kat. It's
So
great to see you.
my first question for you, Jim, is how did you hear about the Primal Diet?
How did I what?
How did you hear about the Primal Diet?
Oh, my friend John Reed told me about a potluck in a place where I could easily attend. So I went to one, and that was the first time I saw Ozinus. I walked in the door of this place, and to my right, there were two tables of raw food dishes, and directly ahead of me was Ozinus. And I was kind of, I don't know, cautious, you might say politely, nervous. And I didn't know what was going to happen if I ate that stuff. And he said, "Go ahead, it's not going to kill you." So I was kind of shamed into it. And I put some on a plate and I went on in. And the food was great, didn't hurt me. The people were great. And then there was the Q&A, which was really for me the payload. It was the reason I was there. And I'll just tell you about that because that was my first time around Ogenus. And everything he was saying made tremendous sense. But I thought there's got to be something wrong here. And then in the Q&A, somebody asked him, this was occurring in the first half of November of 2000. And the question was, some of us are going to be drinking beer and eating turkey on Thanksgiving. Do you have any recommendation? And I thought, okay, this is a trick question. They're going to catch this guy being official and formal and not real himself. But he totally surprised me because he just answered that question just very down to earth, a real guy. And I thought, whoa, wait a minute. You can actually hear this entire Q&A because it's in collected audio recordings and it's also transcribed the whole Q&A on the primaldiet.net website for subscribers. Anyway, that's how I got started. And I was assigned then uh, to read the book. So that's how it got going.
Mm-hmm. And so, did you have a consultation with Agenus after that, after you read the book?
Well, reading the book, see, my appointment was set for him right at the end of that year. So I had a few weeks to read the book. And I thought, if there's something important here, I'll put a post-it on that page. And you know what turned out? A lot of important things. I was really surprised. And so I kept my appointment with him, and the rest is history. But when I was reading the book, I thought, man, this is important. People need to know this. And I was all afire about it.
Mm-hmm. So, how did you begin working with Agenus then?
Well, in 2004, the internet was kind of making a good start, and he said he'd like to have a website. So I went to him, said, "I'm your guy. we'll have a website. And he said, great. He didn't interview me, he didn't ask me how technical I am, which is a good thing because I am not technical at all. I paid $2,000 to a company for two websites. It was only 10 pages. And, it sounds like I got ripped off, but for real, that was the first step. So it got me started, and I'm thankful for it. And we went on from there and did a lot of different things.
So, how was it for you when you found out that Augenis passed away?
Oh man, that was a terrible time for me because, first of all, I lost a friend. Secondly, I lost a business partner. But that didn't even come near what was really getting to me because people called me, people emailed me. I was like flooded, and the one question was, "What do I do now?" And man, I was not ready for that. I'm not going to coach all these guys. Uh, I just tell them I don't know. Nothing I can do, and that went on the whole month. And man, that was rough. I tell you.
Yeah, he was one of a kind.
Oh man.
So what was the solution? What came out of that?
Well, I'll tell you, it took a while, but there is a solution now. This is 12 years later, and I'll tell you, I am so pleased with the coaching ability now that Phoenix and his little team of real solid, good, trustworthy primal dieters ready to coach. There's these are the guys that knew Augenis. Phoenix used to host Augenis when Augenis would come to North Carolina. Uh, we got Kimberly Williams, who was his host in Colorado. Uh, this is the core team. These are the guys Augenis picked, Augenis knew, and they can now coach people. So it's time for celebration as far as I'm concerned. And I am retiring from running the website and turning it over to Phoenix because he's got this team together and now it's ready to work.
So the website's going to stay, right? It's going to be primaldiet.net.
Oh, yeah.
And then we want to live as well with the number 2 instead of TO.
Yeah.
We want to live.com will be open.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had the pleasure of meeting those coaches last summer at one of the conferences that they hosted, and they're all amazing people. They knew Augenis, met Augenis, they honor Augenis' work, and they really know what they're doing. They've helped me a lot personally. So, yeah, thank you so much, Jim, for all that you've done. Do you have any final message to the subscribers of the website, to the Primal Diet community?
Well, I'll tell you, just now is the time to do something. There is a lot in that website, theprimaldiet.net. There's transcripts, you can do searches, you can now get collected audio recordings, and here the whole point of the website is directly from Augenis. It's not somebody else's opinion or regurgitation. It's the real guy. Anyway, that's my word.
Yeah, and I can attest to that because I remember when I discovered the Primal Diet and wanted to jump right into all of his work. I just downloaded all those audio recordings onto a flash drive, and I would listen to it while I was driving across the country. And it was so interesting to hear, throughout the years, how his opinions more or less stayed the same, but how he would find new discoveries, new food combinations to help people with certain conditions. And he just seemed to get healthier and healthier and get his clients healthier as well. So
Fantastic. Way to
We're
go.
really grateful to you, Jim, for all that you've done in this community. We're going to carry the torch, honor you in every way that we can, honor Augenis. And we're grateful that you came on here and talked to me about your history with Augenis. So thank you so much.
Sure. It was great to see you.
To the community, if you want any coaching, you can contact Phoenix and all the other Primal Diet coaches, or any questions about the Primal Diet at primaldietcoaching.com, as well as primalplanets.com. That's primal and then planitz.com. And of course, the primaldiet.net website and We Want to Live website are functioning as well. So thank you so much, everyone, and have a great day.
Fantastic.